A new development as the search for Brian Laundrie continues. His sister, Cassie Laundrie, saw him not once, but twice, including being with him here at the Fort De Soto campground in early September after Brian returned from his cross-country trip with Gabby Petito, or actually without Gabby Petito, even though she told the media that she hadn't seen him after he came back to Florida. Hey there, folks. JB Buno here with you live on WFLA Now. Great to have Josh Benson here with us back here live on stream, as well as Aid on Your Side investigator Masa Saidi. Masa, you just spoke with Stephen Bertolino via text message, the attorney for Brian Laundrie. What'd you find out?
So I think it's important to start with what the sister had told GMA during an interview on September 17th. And she had an exclusive interview with GMA, and Cassie Laundrie, Brian Laundrie's sister, said that, quote, "We haven't been able to talk with him. I wish I could talk with him." And then she said that she's cooperated in every way that she can, but she called him a wonderful uncle. So again, we have the sister on September 17th saying that she has not spoken to Brian Laundrie, according to reporting from ABC. And I'm going to open up my text messages on my phone. So obviously the question is, was she telling the truth? Is the family telling the truth about their interactions? And the attorney, all I said was, "Good afternoon." And the attorney shot me that text because he knew what this was about. Like, I just said hi, and then boom.
Probably rapid fire right down the text chain, yeah.
Exactly. And he said, quote, "Cassie saw her brother Brian on September 1st. That's when Brian got back to Northport without Gabby, when he stopped by her home, and again on September 6th at Fort De Soto Park. Law enforcement agencies are well aware of these dates," says the attorney. "Any prior communication by Cassie that does not reflect these dates is simply a difference of relating an answer to a question misinterpreted by Cassie or poorly posed by the Inquirer." So basically, yeah.
So let me hop in here. So what Stephen Bertolino, the attorney, is saying here is that Cassie Laundrie misinterpreted the question in that ABC interview and didn't understand that question correctly. And when she said that she hadn't seen Brian since he returned home from that cross-country trip, returned home to Florida, that's what people are talking about online right now.
She said, "I haven't been able to talk to him. I wish I could talk to him." And I think that's where the contradiction comes in, and this is why we're talking about this now. Because if in the event that she's answered it that way and hasn't seen him, but then all of a sudden we can prove now that she saw him on the 1st and eventually at the park on the 6th, we have records from Pinellas County putting the family there, or at least Roberta reservation and camping trip there, the 6th through the 7th, according to the attorney. So it's all about putting the timeline together now and trying to like level up on what things are true and what things aren't. And when you look at this, that's why this is such a big development today, in that the sister, according to the attorney, saw him on the 1st and then on the 6th as well.
I'll just say this as far as on behalf of our viewers here on social media. Part of my job here is, of course, to report what people are saying out there. There were already a sizable, overwhelming, let's just say, amount of people out there that just did not believe Brian Laundrie's parents, or doesn't believe Brian Laundrie's parents here, as far as what has been coming out from Stephen Bertolino, the attorney. And this doesn't help that. This doesn't help the public view here of the Laundrie family. Masa, we only have another few more minutes. We know that we got to get you going here as far as filing a report for our newscast here tonight on WFLA News Channel 8, your NBC station here in Tampa, Florida. But what development as far as the development, what does this mean now going forward, and how does this impact the search for Brian Laundrie?
Well, so again, the FBI is leading the search here, and the FBI is not telling us anything. So we have no information at this point. We're unable to confirm any information from law enforcement. The Laundrie family attorney, again, they're saying that law enforcement agencies are well aware of these dates. They know that, Cassie saw her brother because Brian stopped by her brother's house on September 1st. Law enforcement is aware of the fact that the family was all at Fort De Soto. What impact does this have on the investigation? Well, at last check, my understanding was that the Laundrie family was not discussing certain details with law enforcement. I haven't heard that that has changed. So I think this is just what people are looking at as they try to determine, this family, how credible they are, what information they're putting out there, and, take it for what it is.
What do you think, Josh?
Sorry, I was reading another thing here.
No, it's okay.
No,
Just
no, no. I look, and I'm the question I ask myself now is if we can put the family pretty much at the campground on the 6th, and he's been back on the 1st without Gabby. That's kind of standing out to me as they're having a family camping trip here after she's not there. He came home alone, and to me, that's just doesn't feel right. What are they talking about on this camping trip? What are they? What's the discussion at this camping spot? That's just kind of replaying in my mind. And I know a lot of viewers that are watching are asking the same question. It's just really bizarre to me that that would transpire here. Now we know based on attorney information and records that they were there.
We have a lot of questions and comments coming in here. You can use hashtag #HeyMasa, hashtag #HeyJosh, hashtag #HeyJB. Actually, Masa, do you have to get going here, or can you stay with us for another 5 more minutes? It's up to you. I know you have a lot on your plate today.
I can stay just for 5 more minutes, JB.
Okay, so we'll stay another 5 more minutes here with Masa. Josh and I are going to be here live for a little bit longer than that here. But the most liked comment here that I've seen so far on social media, and again, you can use any of the hashtags here on your screen, and we can animate your comments here on screen using hashtag #HeyJB, hashtag #HeyJosh, or hashtag #HeyMasa. But the most liked comment didn't have a hashtag, so I can't animate it here, but it said, "So Cassie misunderstood the most basic, simple question in the world?" And so Stephen Bertolino saying that Cassie Laundrie misinterpreted the question. I mean, her exact quote here we have for you on WFLA.com and the WFLA app. And if you guys have it here in front of you,
Yeah.
Here it is. "I haven't been able to talk to him. I wish I could talk to him. I've cooperated in every way that I can. I wish I had information or I would give more." Now, Stephen Bertolino is saying that she misinterpreted the question with that response, but that's pretty black and white. Is it not, Masa?
I can argue that it's possibly not. So she said,
Okay.
"We haven't been able to talk with him. I wish I could talk with him." So she's saying talk with him, talk about what happened, talk about
Could be misconstrued different ways.
Talk. And so the text message says that Cassie saw her brother. The attorney says that she saw her brother when he stopped by the home. And again, she saw him at Fort De Soto. It doesn't say that they talked about the incident. So she didn't say, "I haven't seen him." From what I pulled from GMA's website and from what I saw that they put out there, the sister didn't say, "I haven't seen him." She said, "We haven't been able to talk with him. I wish I could talk with him." Those were the words that they put out there. So based on just those words.
But if you're all at a campground, I mean, that comes down to the question. If you're all at the campground together, are you not talking to each other? That's what a lot of people want to know.
All right, let's start.
And we're just peeling apart the layers as Masa is doing here to look at the explanation from the attorney.
Yeah.
Look at the, obviously, and analyze the interview and kind of put that in front of everybody to make their own conclusions.
And stay, of course, on, with fact here. And there's already, I'm seeing a lot here in our comment section, a lot of confusion here.